Welcome to Investing with Danelle. I invest small amounts of money over a minimum 10-year horizon using an investment portfolio I started in 2022 with approximately $5,000. Please be sure to subscribe, like, and share. Click the all notification bell. The information source for this stock study is Fidelity Investments in the December 2nd, 2024 stock study sheet from Edward Jones. Remember, I'm not a fiduciary. I've been in an investment club for over 20 years. My emphasis is on stock study. Follow me on Substack and LinkedIn for blog post updates. Also, check out my post section on YouTube. And here is our stock study schedule. We're in the month of May. We will be looking at financials. This is the stock study sheet from Edward Jones from December 2024. Before I start the stock study, on April the 25th, 2025, the balance was $11,091. I pulled up the chart. It's going from April 2022 until April 2025. Looking at the year-to-date performance, currently the portfolio is at negative 5%. S&P 500 is at negative 4%. Dow Jones average 5%. When we look at the 1-year performance, the portfolio is performing at 11%. S&P 500 12%. Dow Jones Industrial 11%. When I look at the entire cumulative, that is from when the portfolio started, January 2022, and we're looking at up to April the 30th, 2025. The cumulative return is 28.82%. The financial stock study list for May 2025: BlackRock, Citigroup, ING Group, Mastercard, Visa. Let's look at BlackRock first. BlackRock is symbol BLK. Here is the chart. Charts tell a story. We can look at before 2025. The price was below $100, and we can look at April the 1st, 2025. The price was close to $1,100, and when I pulled up the last stock price, it was around $907. Here is the 52-week average. It's ranging from 748 to 1,084. On the 25th of April 2025, the price was in the mid-range. Earnings per share is $41. PE ratio is 22. That's not bad. I like 20 and below, or below 20, but that's not too bad, especially considering its financials. Institutional ownership is 76%. The analyst rating is neutral. It's 5.9 out of 10. Some say to buy, some say to sell, some say to hold. The valuation estimate, it is currently undervalued by 15.63%. that could be a good buying opportunity, coupled with the fact that it is 5.9 neutral. That's an analyst. The price that was on the 27th of April was $907, and we see that it is undervalued by 15.63%, and they are projecting that the stock price will be around $1,049. What that means is this is a potential buying opportunity. When we look at the overall returns, year to date is negative 11%, 1 year is 18%, 10-year return is 144%. Next stock is Citigroup. And let me go ahead and mention that BlackRock is currently in investing with Danelle portfolio. Next stock, Citigroup, currently in investing with Danelle portfolio, symbol C. The stock chart is very interesting. We see it going from 1990 all the way up to 2025. The stock price was way up in the 500s, and it has dropped down. Could this be a buying opportunity? Dividend yield is 3.47%. The price that was on April the 27th, 2025 it was $68.43. The analysts are currently neutral. The valuation, currently the Trefis estimate says it is undervalued, which means that it's underpriced by 11%. The analysts believe that this stock should be valued at around $75.99 and is currently valued at $68.43 on April the 27th. It could be up or down based on the stock market at the time that this video is posted. If you looked at that, that could mean it's a potential buying opportunity, coupled with the fact that there's been a drop in the price between 2010 and up and down between 2020 and 2025. Here's some of the news. Let's look at MT News Wire. Goldman Sachs adjusts target price on Citigroup from 75 to 78, maintains buy rating. For Citigroup, symbol C, the return, the performance, year to date is negative 2.78%, 1 year is 9.21%, and 10 year is 29.60%. PE ratio is 10.81. Low PE ratio, low debt. Based on all these factors, looks like a good potential buy. They also have some international exposure, although they are closing some offices in Spain to streamline operations, which speaks to the fiscal responsibility. Let's go on to ING Group. ING Group is symbol ING. This is an international financial stock. And let's look at the chart. We see going back to 2000 up to 2025, the price was as high as $45 between 2025 and, the price was up to $45 between 2005 and 2010. The price has dropped as low as $5 recently. When I say recent, in May the 1st, 2025, it was priced at $19.29. PE ratio is 9.42. Low debt. It is at the higher end of the 52-week range, but there's been an overall decrease in the price. Year to date is 23%, 10-year is 24%. This is an international stock, and the full name is ING Group ADR Rep 1, priced at $19.29. A lot of my alerts are coming up. I should have put it on no alerts. But with the ING Group, it is based in the Netherlands. It provides service in Netherlands, Belgium, Germany, rest of Europe, and internationally. Retail Netherlands, retail Belgium, retail Germany, wholesale banking, loans, consumer lending products such as residential loans and other consumer lending loans and mortgages. In addition, it provides working capital solutions, debt and equity solutions, various loans, payments, cash management, trade and corporate finance, treasury services, as well as savings, investment, insurance, and digital. ING Group was founded in 1762 and is headquartered in Amsterdam, the Netherlands. Again, that is symbol ING. That's pretty easy to remember. Next stop, Mastercard, symbol MA. When I'm looking at before 2010 and now, it seems like the price is up. It's gone anywhere from below 50 to close to 600. Last price was around $533, April the 1st. Yep, we see $533 per share as of April the 25th, 2025. Based on the chart, that would be a no for me. The price range is on the higher end of the 52-week. That could be another strike. And also the PE ratio is 38.440. I like the PE ratios to be below 20. Even if it was in the 20s, it would be better. But it is currently in the high range. Let's look at the performance. 1 year is 15%. 10-year is 494%. Yeah. That's interesting that the yield is 0.57. Not sure what's going on. That's going to be a no for Mastercard for me. Maybe that price will go down. Next stock is Visa, symbol V. And April the 1st, 2025, it was priced at $335. We see the range going as low as below 25%. That was around 2010. Up to close to $375. So let's see. On April the 25th, 2025, it was priced at $335. The earnings per share is $9.93. PE ratio is 33.77. Not a fabulous PE ratio. Earnings per share is $9.93. It's at the higher end of the 52-week range. I don't know if this is I certainly understand the company, but I don't know if it would be a buy for me right now. Here's some of the news. From Reuters, Capital One's first quarter profit rises on higher interest income. Visa stock falls amid federal uncertainty, tariff, inflation rates. What's going on recently? Visa, symbol V, has outperformed the market over the past 15 years by 8.92%. That makes sense based on those returns on an annualized basis, producing an average annual return of 19%. Currently, Visa has a market capitalization of $638.5 billion. Buying 100 in Visa. If an investor had bought $1,000 in Visa 15 years ago, it would be worth $1,426. Key insight to take from this article is to note how much a difference compounded returns can make in your cash growth over a period of time. And here's the dividends. Let me see. $0.70. They are bullish. And 7.7. Consider it bullish, which means they're thinking about, they're leaning stronger toward it buying. With that said, it is overvalued by 8.48% on the 27th of April, and experts think that it should be valued at $306. So maybe it might be worth it to wait until it gets closer to that projected price before you consider it. Not looking wonderful for me. I'm looking at the chart. I'm looking at this bullish rating, and I'm also looking at it being overvalued. Here are the highlights for May: purchases, dividends, dividend reinvestment, and interest. And some of them may have some April 2025 dates, but we will cover it. Possibly I didn't cover it last month. Let's start off. I had one stock purchase, and it wasn't any of the stocks that I studied. I decided to purchase $5.96 of Advanced Micro Devices, symbol AMD. I did see a slight dip in the price, and I want to keep some AI in the portfolio to see what's going to happen with AI. So there is proof that I bought that. I had reinvestment with Health Peak Properties, Inc. Those are REITs, which are real estate investment trusts, and this deals with healthcare, surgery centers, outpatient, things like that. Next reinvestment is KE Holdings, Inc., sponsored ADS, symbol BKE. There was a reinvestment of 40 cents, and KE Holdings is based in Asia, and it deals with real estate property. That's my recollection. And of course, when you have an international stock, keep in mind that you may be charged fees. So we see a very nominal 6 cents was charged. And the May 2025 investment portfolio is complete. Go to the About section of my YouTube channel to learn more about where I am on social media. Remember to subscribe, like, and share, and click the all notification bell. Until next time, enjoy the journey.